Today we're going to plant all these beautiful seedlings in our brand new garden. I have started this less than 2 weeks ago and they're looking really big, so it's time for us to finally plant them in their new homes. Some of the seedlings will be planted in this bed and some will be planted in the back area over there behind the beds by the fence. Just going to go over what we have here real quick. We have some beans. These are the long beans and the scarlet runner beans that I want to put on this trellis. And these are the ones we're going to plant first. This one actually are some bush beans that I want to plant on the green stalks when you get a chance to take care of that. So that's going to be for later. We have the corn that has to be planted today. This is a sweet corn. We have some squash. This is a button squash variety. And there's some cucumber that we're going to plant later, and some more beans in here. So I'm going to start with the beans in here because these guys are the ones that needed to be planted. They're getting way too big and the roots are outgrowing this container really fast. And the corn too. The corn doesn't like to be in the seedling trays for too long, so I want to make sure I put that in the ground, and once it's a little bit bigger I will direct sow some beans there too. But for now we're just going to do the corn and the squash. But let's start with these ones here. And the variety for this that I want to climb on this trellis is called Python. It's a long bean variety that I got from Joni Seeds. Only 2 cells germinated. I'm going to try to take them very gently to keep the roots undisturbed as much as I can. These ones I have 2 in 1 seedling cell, so if I could be super gentle, I think I could try to separate them. There you go. No damage, no tearing. So I'm going to do 3 of them here in this trellis. So let's just use my hori knife and dig a little trench here, or just a hole for each actually. It'll be easier. And I'm gonna try to just plant this to the height that they came out of the soil. Don't want to bury the stem too much. And only 3 of them. I hope they will give us some good amount of beans. I grew a different variety from that last year, but I ran out. This is my first year growing this one specifically from Joni's, but I love long beans, so I'm excited to see how this is going to do for us. But last year I think I overcrowded them. If I do maybe space them out a little wider, they might produce a little bit more. And this scarlet runner beans I'm going to plant together with these tomatoes and see what happens. I might be pushing on the spacing a little bit here, but that's okay because I'm only going to do 1 each on each side, and hopefully these guys will behave themselves and just go around this pole. I'm going to prune this tomato to 1 stem, so hopefully it will stay a bit more contained as well. This is also a cherry tomato variety. It's kind of like a black cherry tomato, and I think they'll look very pretty if all of them do well. I'm a little concerned about the soil that I put in this bed. That's why I'm kind of overplanting a bit, just to see if some of the things here will make it. It's hard in the first year when you're building a brand new garden because it's a bit pricey to fill up the beds, and I could only afford it to do an organic raised bed soil that they had at my big box store, but the soil didn't look very great, so I'm a little nervous about it, and we'll see how this is going to do through the year. So these 2 are planted, and I have some water here, but I have to grab the top, and I'm just going to gently water just the planted ones. Supposed to have some rain tomorrow, so that will be nice and help, but just going to water these ones here first, and I'll go grab more water for the corn and the squash that we're going to plant in the back. I will start with the corn, and I never really had a lot of good luck growing corn, I have to be honest, neither with winter squash, so hopefully this is the year we'll finally have those crops. This corn can be planted fairly close, I saw, like 6 inches apart, and I made a bit of a mound here, and this is a lot of compost. I have some potting soil in here, raised bed soil, same that I had in my beds, but I topped with a good amount of compost because I know that squashes are heavy feeders and sometimes they will grow compost piles, but I also know the corn is a heavy feeder, so it might do well too. So the roots still look nice even though we started them in trays, and we're gonna place 6 of them here. I had 100% germination on this corn. And I put 2 seeds in here and both of them come out. The other ones I only put 1. But I'm just pushing the back of these trays here. There's holes on this green stalk seed trays, and it makes it super easy to transplant. And I really like that those are bigger size cell trays too. Okay, this one barely has a root, which is excellent. Put it here in the front. And now we just hope that the animals don't come here and take this. This here has two, oops. I think I am going to thin it to the strongest, but I don't really want to tear the roots, so I'm just going to use my nail here to cut it like I just did. There we go. We got 6 corns and the butternut squash, and I'm so excited. I'm going to put one here and maybe one here or here to sprout. One sprouts that way and has all this compost to grow on, and this is going to come this way on the mulch, and we'll see what's going to do. But I want to give them enough space too, so I'm going to put one here in the back in a Three Sister Garden-ish situation. These are the only 2 winter squashes that germinated from this batch that I have started. I wonder if I should put, you know, I'm going to put it here right in the middle so it has a lot of space to grow. Why not? You might even climb over there. That would be okay. No, actually no, you know what? I want to do sunflowers in there. Let's put it in here. We'll be okay. In the corner. You can come down that way. Hopefully it's not too close to this corn. And I'll put a bean there too later. I never really also had a good luck with Three Sister Garden, but I won't give up. I really want to try to see if I can make it work. So I'll plant these 2 here, and I'll leave 2, and I'm only going to pinch it when I can see which one is stronger. For now, let them 2 grow together. And that's it for now. Once this corn is taller, then I will plant the beans, because that's was one of my problems before when I tried to do a Three Sister Garden. I put the beans too soon and they strangled the corn. Last year, unfortunately, I did plant the corn earlier, but it just never grew because I grew in a place that the soil was not very great. So we'll see what happens this year. So fingers crossed for this time. And this actually pole bean here, this last scarlet runner bean, I kind of wanted them to go over this big bamboo things. I wonder if it would. But I'm also thinking to put sunflower seeds in there, so I'm not sure. Maybe I can put it in the middle here and see if it would grow up on that pole over there. Since the seedling already germinated, why not, right? I'm not going to waste it. So I'm going to put here and we'll see what happens. The soil is not too great here. There's lots of wood chips, but actually I'm going to try to put really close to this pole here, and I hope that grows into the soil that's in the back there. That would be nice. And here we have it. Oh, let's tag this squash too, so on the future garden tours I will know the name of it. Same with the corn. Where's the corn? This is a natural sweet corn from Joni's. This squash is called Block Party, butternut squash from Joni's as well. And I have a couple more squashes that haven't germinated here. This is a Brazilian variety that's like a buttercup squash, and this is a honey nut squash, but they haven't come up off the soil yet. I'm just going to put these tags over here on the beans and run inside to grab some water, but I'm going to end this video here. I just wanted to film a really quick one just to give you guys an update. Next I'll be harvesting most of my spring greens from my raised beds in the patio from the green stalk, so stay tuned for that if you want to watch that video. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.